Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Dharmistha ma'am's channel. Today I am going to teach you Standard 8 NCERT based syllabus, Chapter 5, Subject Geography Industries. If you like it, please share and subscribe.
It started its life as a part of a tree. It was cut down and transported to the pulp mill. There the wood of tree was processed and converted into wood pulp. The wood pulp was mixed with chemicals and finally changed into paper by machines. This paper found its way to the press where ink made from chemicals was used to print the lines on the pages. The pages were bound in the form of a notebook, packed and sent to the market for sale. Finally, it reached your hands. Secondary activities or manufacturing change raw materials into products of more value to people. As you have been, pulp was changed into paper and paper into notebook. This represents the two stages of the manufacturing process. The paper made from pulp and cloth made from cotton have value added to them each stage of the manufacturing process. In this way, the finished product has more value and utility than the raw material that it made from. Industry. Now we are studying what? Industry. So, industry refers to an economic activity. It's an economic activity that is a concern with the production of goods, extraction of minerals, provisions of services. Thus, we have iron and steel industry, right? As for example, in Jharkhand, in Bihar, we have seen that steel industries are there. Coal mining industry, tourism industry, right? Now, classification of industry. So, our new topic is classification of industry. As for example, industries can be classified basis of raw materials, size and ownership, right? Raw materials, industries may be agro based, forest based, depending on the type of raw materials they use. Agro based industry use plant and animal based product as their raw material. Food processing, vegetable oil, cotton, textile, dairy products and leather industries are example of agro based industry. Mineral based industries are primary industries that use minerals or their raw materials. The product of these industries feed other industries. Iron made from iron ore is the product of mineral based industry. This is a used raw material for the manufacture of number of other products, which heavy machinery, building materials, railway coaches. Marine based industry, so it is industries seafood like fish, starfish, it is called seafood. Manufacturing fish oil are some examples, right? Forest based industry utilize forest produce as a raw material. The industries associated with the forest are pulp and paper, pharmaceuticals, furnitures and buildings, right? Now size. According to size, it refers to amount of capital invested, number of people employed and the volume of production. Based on size, industries can be classified into small scale and large scale industry. Small scale means small level पे होता है और large means it will be large scale industries, right? Cottage or household industries are type of a small scale industry where the products are manufactured by hand by the artisans. Basket weaving, other handicraft are example of cottage industry. Cottage industry में क्या होता है कि जो वो लोग baskets फिर वो handmade सब चीजें बनाते. This is the small scale industries, right? Then small scale industry use lesser amount of capital, मतलब उसमें पैसों की कम जरूरत पड़ती, कैपिटल कम पड़ता है. Technology as compared to large scale industry that produce a large volume of products. Investment of capital is higher. Technology used is superior in large scale industry. Silk weaving, food processing, आपने शायद देखा होगा कि वो कैसे चिप्स बनती है, पोटेटो जैसे फार्म में से आए, फिर उसको पील किया, फिर उसमें से चिप्स बनती है, तो वो लार्ज स्केल पे होते हैं, उसमें सारी टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज होता है. प्रोडक्शन ऑफ ऑटोमोबाइल्स, हेवी मशीनरी आर लार्ज स्केल इंडस्ट्री. ओके, नाउ ओनरशिप. ओनरशिप का मतलब क्या होता है कि कौन उसको चलाता है. इंडस्ट्रीज कैन बी क्लासिफाइड इनटू प्राइवेट सेक्टर, स्टेट ओन और पब्लिक सेक्टर. मतलब 3 में उसको डिवाइड किया जा सकता है, प्राइवेट सेक्टर, स्टेट ओन और पब्लिक सेक्टर. पब्लिक सेक्टर में क्या होता है कि गवर्नमेंट का भी पार्टिसिपेशन होता है, राइट. ऑपरेटेड बाय इंडिविजुअल्स और ग्रुप इंडिविजुअल्स. द पब्लिक सेक्टर इंडस्ट्रीज आर ओन एंड ऑपरेट बाय द गवर्नमेंट. अभी मैंने आपको एग्जाम्पल दिया कि पब्लिक सेक्टर में गवर्नमेंट भी उसमें पार्टिसिपेट करती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हिंदुस्तान एरोनॉटिक्स लिमिटेड, राइट. The Steel Authority of India Limited is a joint sector. Industries are owned, operated by the state and individuals or a group of individuals. Maruti Udyog Limited is an example of joint sector industry. Cooperative sector industries are owned like Anand Milk Union Limited. Dairy are success story of cooperative venture, right? Now factors affecting location of industry. The factors affecting the location of industry are the availability of raw material, land, water, labor, power, capital, transport and market. Industries are suitable where some or all of these factors are easily available. Sometimes the government provide incentives like subsidized power, lower transport cost and the other infrastructure so that industry may be located in backward areas. Industrialization often leads to development and growth towns the city. Industrial system. What do you mean by industrial system? An industrial system consists of input, processes, output. The inputs are the raw materials, right? Labor and cost of land, transport, power and other infrastructure. The process include a wide range of activities that convert the raw material into finished product. The output are the end product and income earned it. In case of textile industry, input may be cotton, human labor, factory and transport cost. Thus, the process include ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing, printing and output is a shirt you wear. As for example, we will take one example of Arvind Mill. कि अरविंद मिल में क्या होता है, तो वहाँ कॉटन आता है, फिर कॉटन के ऊपर पूरा प्रोसेस होता है. वहाँ के जो टेलर्स होते हैं वो लोग टेलर्स को हायर करते हैं, फिर वो क्या करते हैं कि वहां बैठ के उसका स्टिचिंग करते हैं, शर्ट बनाते हैं. फिर वो शर्ट कहाँ आता है, मार्केट में, और मार्केट में हम क्या करते हैं, जाके परचेस करते हैं. तो इट इज कॉल्ड कॉटन इंडस्ट्रीज प्रोसेस, राइट. नाउ नेक्स्ट, इंडस्ट्रियल रीजन. इंडस्ट्रियल रीजन, रीजन मीन्स प्लेस. इंडस्ट्रियल रीजन कहाँ पे होता है, तो एज फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि अहमदाबाद में नरोड़ा है, फिर नारोल है, वहां पे ये इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया है जहां पे सारा ये प्रोसेसिंग होता रहता है. वहां पे इंडस्ट्री में वो लोग क्या करते हैं, पहले रॉ मटेरियल लाते हैं, फिर उसके ऊपर प्रोसेस करते हैं, फिर वहां से जो रेडी होता है पूरा प्रोडक्शन, मतलब एज फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि शर्ट की फैक्ट्री है तो पूरे सारे शर्ट बन गए, तो वो लोग क्या करेंगे, वो ट्रक और टेम्पो के थ्रू मार्केट में भेजेंगे. फिर मार्केट में वो लोग क्या करेंगे, जो मर्चेंट होते हैं, मतलब जो व्यापारी लोग होते हैं, राइट, उनके पास वो जाता है. फिर वो लोग, हम वहां जाके उनके पास से खरीद के लेके आते हैं, राइट. Industrial region emerge when number of industry locate close to each other and share the benefits of their closeness. Major industrial region of the world are Eastern North America, Western Central Europe, Eastern Europe and Eastern Asia. Major industrial region tend to be located in the temperate areas near seaport, especially near coal field. India has several industrial regions like Mumbai, Pune cluster, Bangalore, Tamil Nadu region, Hooghly region. Hooghly कहाँ पे आया, वेस्ट बंगाल, हुगली रीजन. देन अहमदाबाद बड़ौदा रीजन, क्योंकि हमारी मेन सिटी है. छोटा नागपुर इंडस्ट्रियल बेल्ट, विशाखापट्टनम गंतूर बेल्ट, गुड़गांव दिल्ली मेरठ रीजन and the Kollam Thiruvananthapuram industrial cluster. Now industrial disaster. Today we are going to discuss our industrial disaster. इंडस्ट्रियल डिजास्टर क्या होता है कि कभी कभी इंडस्ट्री के अंदर इतना सारा प्रोडक्शन चलता रहता है, राइट, और अगर हम सेफ्टी रूल्स को फॉलो नहीं करते हैं तो बहुत बड़ा वहां पे डिजास्टर हो सकता है। इस फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि भोपाल में इधर वही बताया है, एक एग्जाम्पल दिया है, आई विल रीड दिस। इन इंडस्ट्री एक्सीडेंट डिजास्टर मैनी अकर ड्यू टू टेक्निकल फेलियर और irresponsible handlings of hazardous material. तो on the worst industrial disaster all of time occurred in India in भोपाल। भोपाल किसका कैपिटल है? मध्य प्रदेश का। भोपाल on 3 December 1984 around 12:30 it was a technological accident in which highly poisonous methyl isonate, कौन सा लिक्विड? मिथाइल आइसोनेट गैस along with hydrogen cyanide and other reaction product leaked out of pesticide factory of Union Carbide. The official death toll was 3,598. Thousands who survived still suffer one of many like a blindness, impaired immune system, gastrointestinal disorder etc. मतलब जो भोपाल में दुर्घटना हुई उससे इतना मतलब पॉइजन था कि लोगों की इम्यून सिस्टम, मतलब जो हम लोग हमारे अंदर जो इम्यून पावर है उसको भी डिस्ट्रॉय कर दिया, इतनी प्रॉब्लम हुई उस टाइम पे। मतलब ये हुआ था उस टाइम पे इंडस्ट्रियल डिजास्टर, राइट। द अनदर इंसिडेंट ऑल्सो इन December 2005 ड्यू टू गैस वेल ब्लो आउट 243 पीपल डाइड, 9,000 were injured and 64,000 were evacuated. Many people died because they were unable to run after the explosion. Those who could not escape in time suffered burns into their eyes. उनकी आंखें जलने लगी, स्किन एंड लंग्स से वो गैस लंग्स में जाने के बाद उनको सांस लेना मुश्किल हो गया तो उनकी डेथ हो गई। रिस्क रिडक्शन मेजर्स, डेंसली पॉपुलेटेड रेसिडेंशियल एरिया should be separated far away from industrial areas. People staying in the industry should be aware of the storage of toxicants, hazardous substances, their possible effect in the case if accident occurs, fire warning, fighting system, pollution depression qualities and industries, right? Iron and steel industry. Like other industries, iron and steel industry too comprises various input, process and outputs. This is a feeder industry whose products are used as raw material for other industries. The inputs for the industry include raw materials such as iron ore, coal, limestone along with labor, capital, site and other infrastructure, right? The process of converting iron ore into steel involves many stages. The raw material is put in the blast furnace where undergoes smelting, then it's refined. The output obtained is a steel which may be used by other industry as a raw material, right? Steel can be easily shaped, cut, made into wire. Special alloy of steel can be made by adding small amount of other metals such as aluminum, nickel and copper. Alloys give steel unusual hardness, toughness and ability to resist rust. Steel is often called backbone of modern industry. Almost everything we use is either made of iron or steel or has been made with tools and machinery of these metals. Ships, trains, trucks and autos are made largely of steel, right? Even the safety pins and needles you use made from steel. Oil wells are drilled with steel machinery. Steel pipelines transport oil. Minerals are mined with steel equipment. Farm machines are mostly steel. Large buildings have steel framework. Now they are giving history of the steel. Before 1800 AD, iron and steel industry was located where raw materials, power supply and running water were easily available. Later the ideal location for the industry was near coalfield and close to the canals and the railways. After 1950, iron and steel industry began to be located on a large area of a flat land near sea ports. This is because by this time steel works had become very large and iron ore had been imported from the overseas. In India, iron and steel industry has developed, taking advantages of raw materials, cheap labor, transport and market. All the important steel producing centers such as Bhilai, Durgapur, Burnpur, Jamshedpur, Rourkela, Bokaro are situated in the region. They spreads over 4 states. As for example, West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Bhadravati and Vijayanagar in Karnataka, Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, Salem in Tamil Nadu are the important steel centers using local resources. Now we are going to study our Jamshedpur. Before 1947, there was the only one iron and steel plant in the country, Tata Iron and Steel Company Limited. It is known by TISCO. It was a privately owned. After independence, the government took the initiative and set up several iron and steel plants. TISCO was started in 1907 at Sakachi near the confluence of the rivers of Subranakha, Karakari in Jharkhand, and later on Skachi was the regime as a Jamshedpur. Geographically, Jamshedpur is the most conveniently situated iron and steel center in the country. Jamshedpur, right? Now, Sakchi was chosen to set up the steel plant for several reasons. This place was a 32 km away from Kalimati station on Bengal-Nagpur railway line. It was close to the iron ore, coal and manganese deposits as well as to the Kolkata, which provided large market. TISCO gets a coal from Zaria coalfield, iron ore, limestone, dolomite, manganese from Odisha and Chhattisgarh. The Kharkai Subarnarkha rivers ensured sufficient water supply. Government initiative provided adequate capital for its later development. Right? In Jamshedpur, several other industrial plants were set up after TISCO. They produce chemicals, locomotive parts, agriculture equipment, machinery, tin plant, cable and wire. Right? The development of the iron and steel industry opened the doors to rapid industrial development in India. Almost all sectors of the Indian industry depend heavily on iron and steel industry for their basic infrastructure. The Indian iron and steel industry consists of large integrated steel plant as well as mini steel mills. It also includes secondary producers, rolling mills and ancillary industries. Pittsburgh, in important steel city of United States of America, the steel industry has a Pittsburgh enjoyed locational advantages. अमेरिका के अंदर कौन सा सिटी है? पिटबर्ग, राइट? उसके अंदर ये पूरा स्टील इंडस्ट्री डेवलप हुआ है. Some of the raw materials such as the coal is available in local, while the iron ore comes from the iron mines and Minnesota about 1,500 km from Pittsburgh. Between these mines and Pittsburgh is one of the world's best route for shipping are cheaply. The famous Great Lake waterways. The trains carry the ore from Great Lakes to the Pittsburgh area. The Ohio, the Mongolia, then Allegheny River provided adequate water supply. Today, very few of the large steel mills are in the Pittsburgh itself. They are located in the valleys of Mongolia and Allegheny rivers about Pittsburgh and along the Ohio River. Right? Now we are going to study our cotton textile industry. Okay? Weaving cloth from yarn is an ancient art. Cotton, wool, silk, jute, flax have been used making cloth. The textile industry can be divided into basis of raw materials used in them. Fibers are the raw materials of textile industry. Fibers can be natural or man-made. Natural fibers are obtained from wool, silk, cotton, linen and jute. Man-made fibers include nylon, polyester, acrylic and rayon. The cotton textile industry is the one of the oldest industry in the world. Till the industry revolution in the 18th century, cotton cloth was made using hand spinning techniques. पुराने जमाने में हमने क्या देखा था कि जब गांधी जी दक्षिण अफ्रीका से भारत में आए तो उन्होंने क्या बोला, लोगों को चरखा चलाने के लिए बोला. तो वो उसकी बात कर रहे कि उस टाइम पे स्पिनिंग टेक्निक क्या थी, तो व्हील एंड लूम. इन द 18th century industry, first in Britain, later in other parts of the world. Today in India, China, Japan and US are the important producer of cotton textile. सबसे अच्छी कौन सी कंट्री अभी टेक्सटाइल में है, तो इंडिया, चाइना, जापान एंड यूएस. इंडिया हैज अ ग्लोरियस ट्रेडिशन of producing excellent quality cotton textile. Before the British rule, India hand spun hand woven cloth already had a wide market. The muslins of Dhaka, the calicoes of Calicut and gold brought cotton of Burnpur, Surat and Vadodara were known worldwide of their quality and design. But the production of hand woven cotton textile was expensive and time consuming. Hence, traditional cotton textile industry could not face the competition from the new textile mills of the West, which produce cheap and good quality fabrics through mechanized industrial units. The first successful mechanized textile mill was established in Mumbai in 1854. The warm, moist climate, support of importing machinery, availability of raw material, skilled labor resulted in rapid expansion of the industry in the region. Right? So, in industries, we will discuss Ahmedabad and Osaka. Ahmedabad. It is located in Gujarat on the banks of the Sabarmati River. The first mill was established in 1859. It soon became the second largest textile city of India after Mumbai. Ahmedabad was therefore often referred to Manchester of India. मतलब वो अहमदाबाद कैसे पहचाना जाना था, Manchester of India. Favorable locational factors were responsible for the development of the textile industry in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is situated very close to cotton growing area. This ensure easy availability of raw material. The climate is ideal for spinning and weaving. The flat terrain and easily availability of land is suitable for the establishment of the mills. The densely populated states of Gujarat and Maharashtra provide both skilled and semi-skilled labor. Well-developed road, railway network permits easy transportation of textile to different parts of the country, thus providing easy access to the market. Mumbai port nearby facilitates import of machinery and export of cotton textile. But in recent area, Ahmedabad textile mill have been having some problem. Several textile mills have closed down. This is primarily due to the emergence of new textile centers in the country, as well as non-upgradation of machine and technology in the mills of Ahmedabad. Now last point is Osaka. It is an important textile center of Japan, also known as Manchester of Japan. The textile industry developed in Osaka due to several geographical factors. The extensive plain around Osaka ensured that land was easily available for the growth of cotton mills. Warm, humid climate is well suited to spinning and weaving. The river Yodo provides sufficient water for the mills. Labor is easily available, right? Location of port facilitates import raw cotton for exporting textiles. The textile industry at Osaka depends completely upon imported raw material. Cotton is imported from Egypt, India, China and USA. The finished product is mostly exported, has a good market due to good quality and low price. Though it is one of the important textile cities in the country, of late the cotton textile industry of Osaka has been replaced by other industries such as iron and steel, machinery, shipbuilding, automobiles and electrical equipments and cement. So today I have explained you the chapter 5 industry of standard 8.
Thank you.